Right. So this, oops, what am I doing? Let's get rid of the pen. So this bit here is the one Raju by one Raju, which we saw in the Madhyalok, and this has Asankhya Dvipa Samudra. You can't obviously show all of them. So what they've done is they've just shown you a few circles, but you just have to imagine there are Asankhya Dvip means islands and Asankhya Samudra, oceans. So first is the island of Jambudip. Yes, right in the center. Can you see the green dot in the middle? That's the island of Jambudip. So this is what we'll be concentrating on a little bit more, because this is exactly where we live, right in the center of the universe. So if you want any idea as to where you live, where you are living is you are, sorry, let's go back. So you are where you live. So you are right in, so you are obviously within this one Raju by one Raju area. And then if you zoom in on that area, where you, oops, where you reside, I think to move it. So you reside right in the center, in the island of Jambudip. Okay, so this is where you reside. So I've got a bit of a cold, so you have to bear with me as well. And also, some of the things that they can't join in either. That's fine. So this is where we are residing, right in the island of Jambudip, right at the center. And we've seen the dimensions. Let's look at the dimensions once more. So गोल के बाहर चारों कोणों में भूमि है, इसे चतुष्कोण भूमि कहते हैं. So just this area is one Raju by one Raju, and the islands and the oceans are all in a circular formation. Okay, so when you have a square and you have circles in between, you get corners here. Can you see the corners in green? Yes, you see the corners. This is for Haji, this is for Naji. You see these corners? Yes? So the corners are land, and that land is known as Chatushkona Bhumi. Chatush, Chatush means four, and Bhumi. So animals live here. Karma Bhumi animals live here. There are two types of, there's two types, two ways of living. There is the Karma Bhumi, and then there is the Bhog Bhumi. The Bhog Bhumi is where the people, the animals, don't have to work for a living. Whatever they want, if they want to eat, if they want to drink, if they want jewelry, if they want a house, whatever they want, they have to approach a Kalpvraksh, and they have to say to the Kalpvraksh, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have the other? And the Kalpvraksh provides everything to them, so they don't have to work for a living. That is called a Bhog Bhumi. And Karma Bhumi is where nothing is given to you. You have to work for a living, and then you buy things with your own money. So that is the difference. So life is a lot easier in the Bhog Bhumi, and it is more difficult in the Karma Bhumi. So where you are staying, are you living in Karma Bhumi, or are you staying in Bhog Bhumi, where we are at the moment? Is it Karma Bhumi or is it Bhog Bhumi? Aaron.
Karma Bhumi.
Karma Bhumi, very good, very good. But when you are children, okay, yes, you ask your mom, you ask your dad, can I have a big watch? Can I have some clothes? Can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have a console? Whatever you ask for, you get. Okay. So for you at the moment, it's Bhog Bhumi. Okay, because you don't have to work. You ask your parents and you get. Okay. But when you grow older, you have to earn your own money and you have to buy stuff yourself. Okay. So enjoy it while it lasts, because it will not last forever. Okay. So whatever you want, demand of your parents now, okay, because you are in Bhog Bhumi. You're not really in Bhog Bhumi, but whatever you ask your parents, you get, hopefully. So whatever you ask, you get. So that's how the people and the animals live in Bhog Bhumi. So whatever they want, they get without having to work for a living. If they want like 10 houses to live in, they get 10 houses. If they want 10 pieces of necklaces or rings or whatever, they just ask the karma bhumi, and they get anything there. And so whatever drinks you want, you go to the tree and you say, can I have this? Can I have a pina colada? This is the virgin pina colada, okay? Not one with alcohol. So can I have a pina colada? So this tree will give you a pina colada, okay? And if you want your favorite, if you want samosas, if you want pizzas, okay, you ask the kalpvruksh tree, can I have this? Obviously, Jain, yes, not onion and garlic, Jain, yes. So you tell this kalpvruksh, can I have a Jain samosa? So this kalpvruksh will give you samosa. So that is what bhog bhumi is, and what karma bhumi is, where you have to earn money, where you have to sweat your guts out, you go to work, you work hard, you get tired at the end of the day, you save some money, then you spend that money. Okay, obviously it's not so nice doing that because you've worked so hard for it. So if you want to go to Bhog Bhumi, I'll show you a trick later how to go to Bhog Bhumi, so you will not need to work for a living. Okay, but I'll show you that trick a bit later. Because in the scriptures, they've given you a formula how to go to Bhog Bhumi. Okay, it's a very good trick to learn. I'll tell you later. So this here, this is also karma bhumi, karma bhumi, karma bhumi, karma bhumi, where only animals live. Animals live, okay? Animals live only in specific areas. So we'll talk about that in a bit more. But let's just concentrate on the islands first. So let's before we read, let's just let me explain in my own words what these rings are showing us. So the last ocean right at the end, okay, the biggest ocean that there is, it's known as Swayambhu Ramana Samudra. It's the biggest ocean, okay. So the here there is the area of that ocean. We've seen that the first island, Jambudweep, is 100,000 yojans, yes, and then it's surrounded by an ocean known as Lavan Samudra. So on each side, the width on each side becomes double that of the island of Jambudweep. So it's 200,000 on each side, okay? So if I just draw this for you, hopefully you will, let me get a pen, see if I can pen. Draw, okay. So right in the center this is the island of Jambudweep, okay? So the diameter is 100,000. Can you see? Yes? Yes? So this is 100,000. Then surrounding it is the island, sorry, is an ocean called Lavan Samudra. Lavan means salt, Samudra means ocean. So the water, the taste of this, the water in the Lavan Samudra is salty. So this is 100,000 yojans. The width here is double that of the island of Jambudweep. So it's 200,000 here and 200,000 here. So it becomes double. Then again, we have another island, okay? Island. So what's the width here? Someone tell me, what is the width here? So this is 100,000, this is 200,000, this side. What is this width here? 400. Anyone else? Apart from Maran? Anyone else? Jarish?
400,000.
400, very good. So it's 400 this side and 400 also on this side, okay? So we have 100,000, then 200,000 on each side, then 400,000 on each side. Then we have another ocean. We have another ocean called Kalodati Samudra. We have Kalodati Samudra. And what is the width on this side? Adi?
8,000.
800,000. 800,000 on each side, okay? So that's how the calculations go. So it comes double on each side. That's what you need to remember. So if I go back to the description, let's just read. So that's exactly what it's trying to say here. So we're here. उस गोल में एक के अंदर एक ऐसे असंख्यात दीप समुद्र गोलाकार में है. So there's असंख्यात, uncountable dweep and samudra. So how many times will you have to double? How many times will you have to double? Keep doubling. How many times will you have to keep doubling?
Uncountable
times. Very good. Uncountable times. Asankyat. सबसे मध्य में सेंटर में जम्बूद्वीप नाम का 1 लाख योजन व्यास वाला गोलाकार द्वीप है। We've seen this. उसके चारों ओर सभी ओर से गोलाकार में फैला हुआ लवण समुद्र है, जिसका विस्तार चौड़ाई 2 लाख योजन है। अर्थात यह कंकणाकृति कला है। कंकणाकृति फैला है। कंकणाकृति means rings, like the rings of Saturn. So the Jambudweep is like a plate, and the surrounding oceans and the islands are like the rings of Saturn. They go around like a donut shape. जिसका विस्तार चौड़ाई 2 लाख योजन. So it's 1 lakh yojan here, Jambudweep. Then we have Lavan Samudra here. You can see. So Lavan Samudra is 2 lakh yojan on each side. Then we have another island called Dhatki Khand again, which is 4 lakh yojans again on each side. So it's important to remember the names of a few of these islands and oceans. So I'm just going to repeat them once more. Okay, so make a note of it, because we will be talking about this in the next few sessions, maybe for the next 3 or 4 sessions until we come to an end. So we'll just be focusing on Madhyalok. So it's important you know the names of these and exactly where they are. So the islands, if you just go back to the chart, I'll show you. So this island right in the center, which you see the green dot here, the green dot, if I just make it a bit bigger, the green dot here, the island, this is the island of Jambudweep, okay? So surrounding that is an ocean. What is the name of this ocean? Does anyone remember? Aaron.
Lavan Samudra.
Lavan Samudra, very nice. And then there's another island in green surrounding the Lavan Samudra. What is the name of this island? Anyone?
Ghatki Khand.
Very good. Dhatki Khand Island. And then surrounding that is another ocean. And the name of that ocean is? Anyone? No? Kalo Dadi Samudra. So that's Kalo Dadi Samudra. Then we have another island, okay, surrounding that ocean. That's known as Pushkar Dweep. Okay, so there are Asankhya Dweep and Samudra. So what this drawing is showing us is the last Samudra and the last island. So the last Samudra, the name of that is Swayambhu Raman Samudra. What is it? Swayambhu Raman Samudra. Who can say that? Someone say that? Swayambhu Raman Samudra.
Swayambhu Raman Samudra.
Very good. Swayambhu Raman Samudra. So just see how big this Swayambhu Raman Samudra is. So we've seen from here 100,000, then 200,000, then 40,000. It becomes double. Okay. So when you do double uncountable times, you reach Swayambhu Raman Samudra. So the width at one end of Swayambhu Raman Samudra is 1/4 Raju. How much is it? 1/4. Remember, this whole area is 1 Raju by 1 Raju. So this is 1/4 Raju. So my next question is this. How much of this one area by one area, what is the total width of Swayambhu Raman Dweep compared to the 1 Raju? Is it half? Is it a quarter? Is it 1/8? What is it?
Is it half?
Yes, very good. It's a half, because 1/4 plus 1/4 is equal to 1/2. So the whole Swayambhu Samudra occupies what's the width of it? So what's the width at both ends? It's 1/2 of the complete square, 1 Raju by 1 Raju, which is Madhyalok. Okay, so that's Swayambhu Raman Samudra. The island immediately inside, yes, island immediately inside, that's the last island. That's the last island. So the last Samudra was Swayambhu Raman Samudra, and the last island is Swayambhu Raman Dweep. Swayambhu Raman Dweep. And what is the distance here, the width at one end? This is 1/8. So sorry, this is 1/4. This is 1/4. So what will this width be? Anyone? Any mathematicians out there?
1/4.
1/4 is this. Swayambhu Raman Samudra is 1/4. So this is the island inside. So on one side only, not both the sides, one side.
1/8.
1/8. 1/8. And what is the total at both ends? If you add this, and this, how much will it be compared to the one Raju? Darish.
1/4.
1/4, very good.
Quarter.
1/4. So 1/8 plus 1/8 is equals to 2/8, which is 1/4. So this island occupy the width at both ends is 1/4 of the whole of this one Raju by one Raju area. So essentially, that's what this is. This is what it's trying to say. So if you see here, there's 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 8 lakh, 1.6 million, 3.2 million. So it continues. Okay. इसे अच्छी तरह से समझने के लिए जम्बूद्वीप के मध्य बिंदु से अर्थात मेरू मध्य से 50,000 योजन त्रिज्या यानी रेडियस वाले गोल निकालेंगे तो वह जम्बूद्वीप का विस्तार हुआ जो 1 लाख योजन व्यास यानी डायमीटर का हुआ. So what he's trying to say is if we look at Jambudweep, okay, if I just show you the map of Jambudweep, this we know that the diameter from here to here is 100,000 yojans. Yes. So what is the radius from Meru to the end here? What is the radius? How many Rajus? Sorry, how many yojans is the radius? This is 100,000, the whole diameter. So what is the radius?
50,000.
50,000 is the radius. Yes. So this would say 50,000 radius. अभी हमने 50,000 योजन में आगे के 2 लाख योजन मिलाकर 2.5 लाख योजन की त्रिज्या के साथ गोल बनाया था और त्रिज्या से 2 गुना व्यास होता है. So this is 50,000. Okay. Then if we go to the next samudra, so 50,000 here, 50. Let's go here. So this is 50,000. Okay, from Meru till the end. Then this samudra is 200,000. Okay, so from the Meru center to the end of that samudra at one end, what is the total? 50 plus what? 50 plus 50,000 plus 200,000, 250,000. Yes. Yes. Haji. 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 Okay. Okay. Move forward. लवण समुद्र का एक दिशा में विस्तार 2 लाख योजन का है. उसके आगे उसको घेरे हुए आगे का धातु खंड नामक द्वीप 4 लाख योजन विस्तार वाला है. पहले 2.5 लाख त्रिज्या में ये 4 लाख मिलाकर 6.5 लाख योजन त्रिज्या वाला अर्थात 13 लाख योजन बाहरी व्यास वाला धातु खंड द्वीप है. Okay, if I explain to you what that means in my own words. So if we just zoom in on again. So the radius here. So we start off from the Meru. Okay. So from the Meru, until the end of the first island was 50,000 yojans. Then we have the ocean, which is 200,000 yojans. Then we have Dhatki Khand, which is 400,000. Okay. So 50,000 plus 200,000 plus 400,000. How much is it?
650.
Huh?
650,000.
650. Okay. So the radius, okay, from the middle here till the end here is 650. So my next question is this: what is the diameter from this point here to this point here? So this is what I want. So diameter from this point to this point. That's very easy to calculate because we know what the radius is. So we should be able to calculate.
1,300,000.
Yes, very good. 1.3 million. I feel like your maths teacher. It's okay. I feel like your maths teacher. I'm teaching you maths. It's okay. I'm not taught maths for a long time. That's good. You are better at maths than I am, actually. I was rubbish at maths. Okay. So it becomes, yeah, so you have to double it. Okay, so where we are. मध्य में हुए है, मध्य में जम्बूद्वीप, लवण समुद्र, धात्वी खंड मिलाकर 6.5 लाख योजन होता है। रेडियस इज 650,000। उसमें 1.5 लाख योजन मिलाकर आगे के अकेले कालोदरी समुद्र का एक दिशा में विस्तार 8 लाख योजन होता है। Let's just we'll come back to it in a second. एक जम्बूद्वीप की अखंड गोल है, उसके आगे एक समुद्र, एक द्वीप, एक समुद्र, एक द्वीप, क्रम से दुगुने दुगुने विस्तार वाले, एक को घेरे हुए दूसरा, दूसरे को घेरे हुए तीसरा, ऐसे अंतिम स्वयंभू रमण समुद्र तक असंख्यात द्वीप और उतने ही समुद्र है। असंख्यात द्वीप और समुद्र है। Then एक और 1/4 और दूसरी ओर 1/4 मिलाकर 1/2 राजू तो स्वयंभू रमण समुद्र का विस्तार है। यस, स्वयंभू रमण समुद्र is 1/2 राजू, 1/4 at one end, 1/4 at the other end. And then it sort of mentions the Swayambhu Raman Dweep, which is 1/8 at one end, 1/8 at the other end. So it's 1/4 when you combine both those figures. उसके अंदर का समुद्र उससे भी आधे विस्तार वाला है। So we've seen the Swayambhu Dweep is 1/8, okay, 1/8, okay. So so next would be an ocean. So what is the width at one end of that ocean? So we have 1/4, then we have 1/8. Then what do we have after that?
1/16.
Very good. 1/16. Very good. 1/16. Then 1/32. 1/64. 1/132. So you continue, okay? Because they become from the outside when you're looking in, they become half, 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 half. From the inside, they become double, 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 double. Yes? Okay. उसके अंदर का समुद्र उससे भी आधे विस्तार वाला। हमने कई बार प्रवचन में सुना है कि स्वयंभू रमण समुद्र में असंख्यात महामत्स्य सम्यक दृष्टि पंचम गुण स्थान बढ़ती है, वहां ये बड़ी बड़ी अवगाहना वाले मगरमच्छ पाए जाते हैं। So if you listen to Gurudev's pravachans, okay, what he says many times is in this Swayambhu Rama Samudra there are uncountable big fish, whale, okay, who are samyak drashti. Not only are they samyak drashti, but they have reached the 5th gunastan. How many of these are there? So they are uncountable of these, okay? And these are massive fish. They're massive fish, okay? In fact, I was just reading in the Telegraph today, they found, I think somewhere in China, they found bones of huge whales that used to live when dinosaurs used to live, about 3 times the size of a double-decker bus, okay? But these fish are a lot bigger than that. Just to give you an idea, the length of this fish, this whale, is 100,000, 1,000 yojan, 1,000 yojan, and the width of it is 500 yojans, and the height of it is 250 yojans. So how big is this fish? How big is this fish? 1,000 yojans. So when you compare that in miles, how many miles is it? Can anyone tell me? No? What's 1 yojan? What's 1 yojan? How many miles is 1 yojan?
What is 40?
What? No, you can't use Mahayojan. So what you have to use is Bevar Yojan. So there's to measure body size, you have to use what's called Bevar Yojan. So 1 yojan is equal to 4 kosh. 1 kosh is equal to 2 miles. So 1 yojan equals 8 miles here. 1 yojan equals 8 miles. So this is 1,000 yojans. So how many miles big is this fish?
8,000 miles.
8,000 yojans. What's the distance from here to India? Do you know? Does anyone know? The distance.
9,000.
I thought it was okay. Maybe it's 5,000.
7,000.
But 7, 8, because I thought it was about 7, 8,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
between 7 and 9,000. Yeah. So, so imagine traveling by train, but traveling by plane from here to India. The journey will take you sort of 9 hours to travel to India. Okay. So that's how big this fish is. Yes. And how many of these fish are there in this ocean? How many of these fish are there?
Uncountable.
Uncountable fishes, yeah. So the size is from here to India. That's how big these fishes are. Let's just go back. Okay, so this is chapter number 11 we're looking at. So we've said there are uncountable islands and oceans. इनमें से आधे तो द्वीप है और आधे समुद्र है. So half of the islands. From the total number of islands and oceans, half are islands and half are oceans. अर्थात दोनों की संख्या समान है. So the number of islands is equal to the number of oceans. इन असंख्यात समुद्रों में से कर्म भूमि संबंधी 3 समुद्र है. So there are some oceans where the animals are karma bhumi animals, okay? And in the rest of the islands, there are animals that are bhog bhumi animals. Okay, I've already told you what the distinction between karma bhumi and bhog bhumi is. So in these islands, Swayambhu Ramar Samudra, you will find many animals, fish and the like. These are karma bhumi, okay? And also the oceans in the center, the first one was Lavan Samudra, and the second one was Kaludari Samudra. Again, there is karma bhumi. So only 3 oceans have karma bhumi, and the rest of the oceans have no animal life in it. Animal life meaning no fishes in it, no turtles in it, okay? No octopus in it, okay? They are empty. They don't have any fish, nothing. Only these 3 samudras have fish, turtles, octopus, and the like. The other oceans are bare. They're bare. Understand? Yes? Yes?
So no life at all.
There's no life at work. Well, the water itself is jal ka ek jeev, yes, which is ekendriya jeev. But in the water, you will not find any fish. You will not find any wildlife. Like if you go and swim in the sea, you will see many fish, yeah, in the sea here, okay. But in the asankhya, in the uncountable oceans, there is no fish, okay.
Will you find like seaweed?
Good question. I don't really know actually about seaweed. Yes, seaweed is vegetation, so but you will not find seaweed either. No, it's just water. Just water. Just water. Yeah.
So the water must be clear and crystal.
The water is clear and crystal. Yeah, so there's obviously
There's no vegetation, no life at all.
there's no life there. So that's right. So the 3 oceans which has life, meaning fish and the like, is Lavan Samudra, which is the first Samudra, Kalodadi Samudra, which is the second Samudra, and the Swayambhu Rama Samudra, the last one. समुद्रों में से पहला लवण समुद्र, दूसरा कालोदरी समुद्र और अंतिम स्वयंभू रम समुद्र है. इन्हीं में जलचर जीव पाए जाते हैं. जलचर means animals that live in the water, sea life, okay. I mean, Jalchar means sea life. So sea life can only be found in these 3 oceans and nowhere else. I have a raised hand from Ashi.
Is there like sand and like dirt in the ocean?
Sorry?
Isn't there like sand or dirt in the ocean?
I'm not sure. I mean, some oceans have actually jewels at the bottom, you believe, yeah? So I'm not sure on that. I'll need to look up on that, what it contains, whether it's sand or whether it's pebbles or whether it's jewels. I think one of many of these oceans have jewels at the bottom. Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to be rich, what do? You go deep sea diving, yeah, deep sea diving, and you go and collect these jewels and you sell them. You sell them in the open market, yes, and you don't have to work, yes. But you see, it's life isn't as easy as that, yes. You think life is easy? It's not as that because Manushya is not able to cross the boundary of the Manushya lok. So you are not able to swim in these oceans, as beautiful as it may be, okay? As beautiful as it may be, you just imagine what the beaches must be like that, yeah. So but you're not able to swim in these oceans, unfortunately, because we are Manushya. We are limited as to where we can travel, okay. But if you become a devugati ke jeev, if you become a heavenly being, then you will be able to go and swim in these waters, yes. So if you want to go and swim in these waters, you know what to do, yes. You have to come to the temple every day, yes. Okay. जलचर यानी पानी में रहने वाले मत्स्य, सांप, कछुए आदि. Question from Ravish. Ravish? Question?
Which island would we live on in this map?
We live right in the center in Jambudweep, right in the
Okay.
center. So hopefully in the next session, I'll focus solely on the island of Jambudweep. So where we are in the Bharat Kshetra bit of that island, okay? Then right in the middle, there's also Videk Kshetra, okay? And there's another island that there's another piece of land at the top, which is known as Airavat Kshetra. So the whole island of Jambudweep has different lands. So we are right at the bottom. Let me just show you quickly, okay? Quickly, okay? I'll just show you where we are. So what I'm now going to do is concentrate on this dot here, make this dot here bigger. Just imagine you have a drone, you're flying very low on that drone, okay? So you're concentrating on the island of Jambudweep, and this is what it looks like. This is the island of Jambudweep. Can you see? Yes? Let's make this smaller if I can. This is the island of Jambudweep, okay? And the area, this land here in yellow, this is Bharat Kshetra. That's where we are. We are in Bharat Kshetra. We'll talk about that in a bit more detail, hopefully in the next session or the session after that. So this is Bharat Kshetra here. This here is Videk Kshetra. This is Airavat Kshetra. Yes, but this itself has explaining to you the island of Jambudweep will take 1 or 2 sessions because it's a very detailed explanation in the scriptures, and because because we live in this island of Jambudweep, it's important to understand this island so we know where we live. Okay. In samudro ke jal ka swad nimn prama ka hai. Okay, if I just ask you, what do you think these oceans taste like? What do they taste like? These oceans aren't.
Does each ocean taste like something different?
Yes, very good. How do you know? How do you know?
Because I just knew about it before.
Oh, okay. You've covered this, have you? Covered this before? Okay, but just read this. I won't spend too much time on it then. So Lavan Samudra is like salt. Lavan means salt. Then we have Kalodari Samudra. So it tastes like tap water. Okay, Kalodari Samudra tastes like tap water. Then Pushkarvar Samudra is the third ocean. That also tastes like tap water. Then we have Varonivar Samudra. That tastes like alcohol. Yes. So like beer. Yes. So when you become 18, I'm not saying do this, yeah, but you could go when you turn 18, you could go to the bar, go to the pub, yes, and you say, can I have some Varuni bar? Can I have some Varuni bar? Yeah, and the barman will look like you saying, are you mad? What is Varuni bar? Yeah, Varuni bar, it tastes like Madira, means alcohol or beer. Yes, I'm not saying go to the pub. Otherwise, they'll never ask me to lecture again. And then we have Shirvar Samudra. Shirvar Samudra means Dudh Saman, tastes like milk. Okay, then we have Dhratvar Samudra, Dhrat Saman. Then the rest of the oceans, they taste like sugarcane juice. Just imagine, you're swimming in this ocean, okay, and you accidentally gulp some water. What will it taste like? Sugarcane juice. And how wonderful is that? So you're swimming in this ocean, you're swimming in sugarcane juice. Okay, let's move forward. That's amazing to think about, huh? Swimming in sugarcane juice. इसको छोड़कर, okay, I've got a couple of questions. Who wants to go first? Okay, I've got two hands raised for the gone now. No one wants to ask questions, no? Anyone wants to ask questions? I've got Veer, Suhani, or Veer.
If you could go in the rivers, would it be too cold to swim in?
Sorry, say again.
If you could go in the oceans, would it be too cold to swim in?
Yeah, you can swim in it, yes, but we can't go there, unfortunately. That's a problem because we are limited only to the first 2.5 islands and the first 2 oceans. We can't swim in the other oceans. We can only swim in the Lavar Samudra and in the Kalo Dadi Samudra. Yes. So if you want to swim in the ocean, which has sugarcane juice in it, okay, you've got to be a Deogati. You've got to be a Dev or a Devi, then you can do that. And there's Hina Ben. Questions here?
Yes. Why you said they can go to these samudras, they can swim in these.
Yes.
So why would they want to go there? Or would they go there?
Dev jo hote hai na, Dev, they like going to different places. Yes, they like going to Nandishwar Dweep, they like going to Sumeru Parvat, they like going to Panch Kalyanas. They like because they can go easily, very, very easily.
Yeah.
So within a second, they're there. Within a second, they're there. They travel vast distances very
At
fast.
lightning speed,
And
yeah.
उनका स्वभाव होता है जहाँ जहाँ अच्छा वातावरण है वहां जाने और क्रीड़ा करने का स्वभाव होता है.
So samudra, do they drink the milk or they just want to?
No, they don't. They only have amrit. That is their food. They don't drink.
They don't. Okay.
They don't drink this water. No, they don't drink this water. Unfortunately, no one drinks this water. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. मध्य लोक के समुद्र एवं द्वीपों को बाहर से अंदर की ओर नापने. 2 more hands. Okay. I think everyone's just fascinated. Any more questions? Everyone's fascinated by swimming in the sugarcane juice. You have a question, Veer, or what? No? The hand is still up.
I have a question.
Yeah, go on.
If you're allowed to, are you allowed to drink it? Like, will anything happen to you if you drink the water?
Yeah, you can't even go there. Yes, there's nothing stopping you drink it if you get there. But since you can't even get there, the point doesn't rise. Because we are very limited to where we can travel. We can't travel there. Just imagine, if you were able to travel there, okay? Like, people buy, they buy islands like in the Maldives, they build a hotel there. They have a lot of tourists. Just imagine if you can go there, yes? So you have a beach, then you have an ocean full of sugarcane juice, and you build a hotel there, yes? Yeah, it's a very good business. It's a very good business, but unfortunately you can't get there. I've thought about this. When you read the Teen Lok, you get different ideas how to do business. Yeah, but unfortunately, most of the time, these businesses are non-starters. You can't do it. Okay. Okay. Oops, where are we? Okay, we've seen all of this bit. Okay, let's just talk about bottom. आप चार्ट नंबर 3 देखना, बाहर जो नीले रंग में है वह स्वयंभू रमण समुद्र बताया है. उसके अंदर उसके आधे प्रमाण जितना स्वयंभू रमण द्वीप है. आप पूछेंगे दौर में क्यों? Let me explain to you my own words just to sort of save some time. So if we go back to this chart here, you'll see what I'm trying to show you. Just have whoops. So this last island here is known as Swayambhu Raman Dweep. Yes. So in the center here, can you see this brown zigzag brown? Yes. Haji, Haji, Naji. Haji.
Aji.
So what this brown circular pattern here, zigzag pattern is, it's a mountain range that goes exactly halfway around the island, okay? So this is a mountain range that divides this island into two. This is the inner half, which is dark green, and you have the outer half, which is the light green. So this mountain range is known as Swayamprabh Parvat, okay? So this divides the island into two. The inside bit, okay, the inside island, the inside half of the island, that's where the Bhog Bhumi Tiryans reside, okay? And on the outside of the island, okay, that's where the Karma Bhumi Tiryans reside, okay? So everywhere else, the islands in between. So there's uncountable islands before that, and all these uncountable islands, okay? Leaving aside the 2.5 islands in the center, leaving aside the outer edge of Swayambhu Dweep, the inside island and the other uncountable islands all contain Bhog Bhumi Tiryans. So you will see Tiryans, 5 sense Tiryans, Bhog Bhumi Tiryans living on all these islands. As I've said before, in the oceans, there is no sea life, but in the islands, in the uncountable islands, there are Bhog Bhumi Tiryans. Yes? Wow, there's many chats as well. What are people trying to say to me? Shirva Samudra tastes like milk. Yes, yes, that's right. Shirva tastes like milk. Okay, sorry, I've missed those questions. So it's important to remember this. Okay, the islands, so most of these islands contain Bhog Bhumi Tiryans, and the oceans contain nothing. Okay, let's just move on. So this is explaining what I've just explained to you already. I'm not going to repeat it again. So here, this is Karma Bhumi Tiryans in this part of the island, which you'll see in light green, okay? So who resides there? Karma Bhumi Tiryans. So what's so special about this Karma Bhumi Tiryans? So inme badi avghana wale jeev paaye jate hain. So if you want to see, huge animals, you will find them here. All the animals on the last island, they're huge, they're massive. Even mosquitoes, they're huge mosquitoes, okay? Yes. Even 3 sense beings, a scorpion, beetle, earthworms, they're huge in size. इनमें बड़ी बड़ी अवगाहना वाले जीव पाए जाते हैं. इस समुद्र में भी बड़ी अवगाहना वाले असंख्यात महामत्स्य पाए जाते हैं. सबसे बड़ी अवगाहना, so we've just seen this already, actually I'm not going to repeat it again. And also in this Chatushkon Bhumi here, you will find Karma Bhumi Tiryans. Again, they're also of massive size. And just to give you an idea of the size, okay? So Dvi Indriya Shank. Shank. What is a shank? Shank, English. What's a shank in English?
Conch shell.
Conch shell. Conch shell. So the size of this shank is 12 yojan. 12 yojan. 1 yojan is equal to 8 miles. So how many miles long is this shank?
96 miles.
96 miles. Then we have Chaturindriya Brahmar. Brahmar means bee, yes? Bumblebee, yes? So the bumblebee is 1 yojan. 1 yojan. How many miles is that?
8.
8 miles. Just imagine a bumblebee coming at you, which is 8 miles long. Yes? 8 miles long bumblebee. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to shoo it away, or are you going to run? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I know what I would do. I would run.
Run.
I would run. Yes. If you want to fight it off, you fight it off. I would run. Yes. No way am I fighting an 8-mile bumblebee. Yes. I'm scared. I get scared by a small bumblebee. Just imagine what this big 8-mile bumblebee will do. Okay, forward. Okay, so this is this paragraph is also important. So Manushya, where do the Manushyas live? Okay, so what I want you to do is put on your mathematical caps. Okay, you have to do the calculations for me. Okay, I'll tell you the numbers. You have to do the additions for me. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're adding up. So what we're adding up is this. If I show you this chart here, okay, so this is the chart. This area from here to here. This area from here to here. Yeah, can you see from this area to this area? So this is a mountain range, okay? This is a mountain range. So in between the mountain range, this is where the Manushya Lok is. This is the area where humans reside. Humans can't reside anywhere outside. In the Asankhya Dweep Samudra outside, humans are not able to travel. They are restricted in place to this place only. So what does this place contain? So it contains 2.5 islands and 2.5 islands and 2 oceans. Yeah. So we've seen right in the center is Jambudweep. Yes. Then we have Lavan Samudra. So humans can be found in the Jambudweep. Obviously, we're in the Jambudweep. Then humans can also go in the Lavan Samudra. Humans also reside in the Dhadki Khand. Humans can also swim in the Kalodadi Samudra and live in the the islands there as well. So you can live in the Kalodadi Samudra. And also this island here is again divided in half by a mountain range. Okay, can you see this mountain range going all the way around? Yes. So this is the island here. This is the island here. Can you see? This is the island. This island. Yes. So the mountain range is right in the center. Haji, you understand? Haji.
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 So this mountain range is called Manushottar Parvat. Manushottar Parvat. So humans can only go up to the Manushottar Parvat. They can't cross the Manushottar Parvat and go on the other side. This island is known as Pushkar Dweep. Okay. So humans only reside in the inner half of that island. Okay. So that's why it is called Pushkarard Dweep. Ard means half. Pushkarard Dweep. Who's going to say? Pushkarard Dweep. Someone say for me. Pushkara
Dweep.
Very good. Pushkar Dweep, half of Pushkar Dweep is Pushkar Ard. Ard means half. So humans live in the 2.5 islands only in the center. Who can tell me the names of the 2.5 islands where the humans live? Who can tell me? Anyone?
Jambudweep,
Yes.
Dhadki Khand, and Pushkar Dweep.
Pushkar Dweep.
Pushkar.
Yeah. And the names of the 2 samudras where the humans can go?
Kalodati Samudra and Lavan Samudra.
Very good, very good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So now let's just measure this area. Okay. So you've got to do the calculations for me. Okay. So what we are measuring is this distance from here to here. This is the distance we're measuring. Okay. So we start off with the Jambudweep. How much was that?
100,000.
100,000. And this width here?
200,000.
200,000. So 200,000 this end and 200,000 this end. So you have to say 100,000. So you have to add these figures. Yes. So 100,000 plus 200,000 plus 200,000 at this end. Yeah. So how many do you have so far?
500.
500,000. So
500,000.
So this distance here is 500,000. Okay. Then what is the distance from here to here?
400,000.
400,000. So you add 400,000 here plus 400,000 here. Okay. So how much are we? How much are we now?
1.3 million.
What? Wow. So 100,000 plus 200,000 plus 500,000 plus 4, which is 9, plus 4 is 1.3. Very good. And then we have this samudra. What is this width here?
800,000.
800,000. So we have 800,000 plus 800,000. How much are we?
2.9.
2.9 million.
Okay, I trust you.
6 million.
2.6 million, right? Yes?
2.9
Yeah.
million.
2.9 million.
0.6.
2.9 million.
2.9 million. Okay, 2. Because I'm not doing the maths. I've told you, look, I'm relying on you to get this right. Yeah. If you know, if you get this wrong, yeah, the recording will show the wrong thing. Yeah. Everyone else who will listen to this will get the wrong. So make sure you get your maths right. Even if you use a calculator, use a calculator. I don't want this wrong. Yeah. So this is 800,000. This is 800,000. So the next island runs from here to here. Yes. So what's the total width of this island at one end?
16.
800.
Huh?
1,600,000.
Yeah. Or 1.6 million. Yes. 1.6 million here. 1.6 million here. But do humans reside in the whole of this island here?
No.
No, they don't, because they only reside in the inner half. So what is the size of the inner half?
800.
800,000 yojans here,
800.
800,000 yojans here. So let's do the big maths, okay? Let's see. Let's do the big maths. So we have 800,000 here, then 800,000 here, then 400,000 here, then 200,000 here, then 100,000 here, then again 200,000, 400,000, 800,000, 800,000. What is the grand total?
4.5 million.
Wow, you got it right in one go. Wow, wow. 4.5 million. So that is the diameter where the humans reside. It's a very small area when you compare it to the whole of the Madhya Lok. It's a very small area, but humans can only reside in this area, which has a diameter of 4.5 billion yojans. Very good, guys. Okay. So that's exactly what the next paragraph is trying to show you. So it's 4.5 million. In Hindi or Gujarati, we would say 45 lakh yojan. 45 lakh means 4.5 million. 45 lakh yojan. Yes. So these are Mahayojans. So 1 yojan is equal to 4,000 miles. So you can convert it, convert it to 4,000 times 4,000, whatever it comes to. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Look, figures here. Can you see? So it's 1 times 2. So 1 was what? The 1 was for what? The 1 was for Jambudweep, 8 lakh yojan. Jambudweep. Then we have 2. What was 2?
It was for the ocean, Lavan Samudra.
Wow, Lavan Samudra, 2 and 2. Then 4 and 4 was what?
Gatkikan.
Datkikan. Then we have 8 and 8, which was what?
Kalodhari Samudra.
Very good. Kalodhari Samudra. Then again we have 8 and 8. What was that?
The half of
Pushkarar Dweep.
Pushkarar
Dweep.
When you total, very good. Says 45 lakh yojan मनुष्य है. मनुष्य इस क्षेत्र में ही पाए जाते हैं, इसके बाहर नहीं. It's not possible. It's not possible to go outside this area whatsoever. Okay. So Nandishwar Dweep is the 8th island. Okay, is the 8th island. Have you heard of Nandishwar Dweep or not? Have you heard of Nandishwar Dweep? Yes. So can you go to Nandishwar Dweep or can't go to Nandishwar Dweep?
Can't.
Because it's the 8th island. It's so much further away. Yes. मनुष्य इस क्षेत्र में जाए तो इसके बाहर नहीं. देव भी मनुष्यों को उठाकर इसके बाहर नहीं ले जा सकते. Even if you have a friend who's a dev, yeah, he can't come down to visit you, sit you in his viman and take you outside this boundary. Okay. Matra samudra, let's forget about samudra, it's complicated. मनुष्य क्षेत्र की मर्यादा मानुषोत्तर पर्वत तक है, जो पुष्कर द्वीप के मध्य में स्थित है. Yes, so the boundary for the humans is up until here, up until the Manushottar Parvat, which divides Pushkar Dweep into half. Very good, guys. I mean, really impressed because you're getting this really fast, which means I can go quite fast as well and try and cover a lot more. Hinabin.
Yeah, my question was, you have the other segments,
Yeah, which segments here?
other white ones, like below this brown one, there's another white one and then yellow one. So
These ones here?
yeah,
Yeah.
the one there, and then again
Yes.
it's followed here, another white
Yes.
one.
The-
So અહીંયા bhi
These
hoy
ones, yeah.
Manushya. Yeah, that
These
one you
ones.
said. Then below this, when you go around the circle, you've got another white segment, two white more square. Can you see the two? Yeah, below that, if you come down.
Where?
In the
Yeah.
circle, like we've got 4 white.
Yeah, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, yeah.
Yeah. So એમાં
Yes, so-
બધે હોય મનુષ્ય કે it's only in this one
Yeah,
side.
so okay, fine. We are going to come in. We are looking into detail anyway, so we'll talk about this
Okay.
in a lot more detail later anyway. Because if you understand how Jambu Deep is made up of, then you will be able to understand the rest of the islands as well. Because they are very similar. Just like Jambu Deep has one Bharat Kshetra, has one Airavat Kshetra, has Videk Kshetra. These islands also have their own Bharat Kshetra, their own Videk Kshetra, and their own Airavat Kshetra. So the lands which you see in yellow, you see here, yellow. So these are the 5 Bharat Kshetras. There's one in the center in Jambudweep, okay? There's 2 Bharat Kshetras here. There's a dividing mountain here. Can you see where the arrow is? The pen is. So this is a mountain range. Because of that mountain range, this island is split into 2, the east half and the western half. So there's 2 Bharat Kshetras here. Can you see one Bharat Kshetra here on the western side, one Bharat Kshetra on the eastern side? And this is the Bharat Kshetra of Dhatki Khan. Then we come to Pushkar Dweep. That also has 2 Bharat Kshetras. This is again the dividing mountain. So we have Bharat Kshetra on the eastern side and Bharat Kshetra on the western side. So in total, there are 5 Bharat Kshetras. And similarly, there are 5 Airavat Kshetras, okay? And there's also 5 Videk Kshetras. One Videk Kshetra in the center here in Jambudweep. You have the second, this Dhatki Khan has 2 Videk Kshetras. One Videk Kshetra here on the west side, one Videk Kshetra on the east side. Then this Pushkar Dweep also has 2 Videk Kshetras, one on the east side here, one on the west side here. So 5 Videk Kshetras. That's what it is. We'll come on that. We'll come on to that.
Okay.
So in fact, we've run out of time as well. So it's probably a nice place to stop because we'll then talk about how we calculate the width of the next islands to the next time around on the Monday. And also, next time we'll look at the island of Jambudweep. If you look at the island of Jambudweep, once you understand this island, you will be able to understand the rest of the islands as well. So this is where this land in yellow is Bharat Kshetra here. This land at the top in red is Airavat Kshetra here. And this is the Videk Kshetra on the eastern Videk Kshetra and the western Kshetra here. Yes. So I'll then tell you where the 20 living Tirthankars reside as well. So we'll come up to that as well. So if anyone doesn't have any questions, I can take questions if you want. Otherwise, we can call it a day there. Shall we call it today? Call it today? Okay, let's call it today. So, honey, can you do the Purnauti? Suhani, Purnauti. You do Purnauti. You can say whatever you want. You can say Nokar Mantra, you can say Mangalam Bhagwan, anything you want. Or we can do it, any one of you, anything. Huh?
Sahani and Vay, you can do Mangalacharan.
Yeah, you can do Mangalacharan.
Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayarihanam, Namo Ovachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namo Yaro, Tava Pavakanasanam Mangalaram Chasavesim Paramam Pave Mangalam.
Okay, let me say the Jai. I say the Jai. Everyone has to shout out Jai Ho. Yes. Mahavir Bhagavan no.
Jai Ho.
Kunkunacharya Deva no.
Jai
Jai
Ho.
Ho. Ilvani Mata no.
Jai
Jai Ho.
Ho.
Jaina Dharma no. Jai Ho.
Jai Ho.
Thank you everyone for your
Jai
cooperation.
Jinendra.
Jai
Jai
Jinendra.
Jinendra. Thank you.
I'll see everyone on Monday at 3 p.m. See you then.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.